Well, it's happened. You're here today. 4 years ago, many of us slept in that gym together as Hurricane Sandy, Superstorm Sandy, came flying through this borough. Karen and I, senior staff members, Dr. McNair, Dr. Rudishaw Gordon, many others, Curtis Wright, Dean Wright, we slept with you on the floor of that gym as we survived that horrible superstorm. And many of you, we were able to get home before it started and take friends with you who lived a distance away. And as you remember, you started Wagner Cares virtually before you actually got back to campus, trying to be of assistance to this community. Thank you for all you have done as a wonderful class. Welcome to the 129th commencement exercises of Wagner College. Thank you, Dr. Gizzard, for leading us as the faculty marshal. Thank you, Dr. Calble, for the special role you'll play during this commencement exercise. And today your procession was led by 4 Golden Seahawks: Maureen Ward Gallo, Mary Rose Barranco Morris, Roberta Moulton Fallman, and Joyce Kuhn Bavlinka, class of 1966. They took the same steps that you took today 50 years ago. Congratulate them as well. After 4 challenging years, your special day of recognition has arrived. On behalf of the entire college community, we extend our congratulations, our admiration for all of your achievements, your leadership, and your service to the campus, to New York City, and to the nation. I welcome all of your parents, families, friends, distinguished guests, and members of our community. We have with us some very special supporters. Some have endowed scholarships and made gifts in support of your work at the college. Others have given tirelessly to the efforts to extend opportunities available to our students and to our faculty, and I'd like to recognize them today as we begin this ceremony. From our Board of Trustees, Dr. Warren Prochi, class of 1968, and the Chair of the Board of Trustees. Stephen Aiello, Mary Kappa, class of 1982, Mark Lebovitz, class of 1991, Lorraine McNeil Popper, class of 1978, Richard Morgan, parent of a wonderful graduate of Wagner College, Joan Nicholas, Diane Powers, also a parent of 2 graduates of Wagner College, and the honorary co-chair of the Parents Association, and Maureen Robertson, class of 1967. Let's welcome them to your event. You're an accomplished and engaged class, one of the very best Wagner's ever produced. Your individual profiles illustrate a composite personality of the class of 2016, one marked by strong academic achievement, remarkable leadership, and a sustained commitment to public service and civic engagement. Today is special for each one of you and for your families. It's especially significant for the Viniotos family from Bellevue, Washington. Their twins, Alexa and Audra, graduate today, both as honor students. Alexa distinguished herself in microbiology and chemistry, and Audra in government and politics, as well as the Wagner women's track team. And both were active in many campus organizations, and not the least of which is their commitment to Habitat for Humanity. It's a very special day also for the McMiniman family from Margate, New Jersey. Their twin boys, Patrick and William, graduate today. Both superb members of our men's lacrosse team, both majors in biopsychology with GPAs over 3.6 and with Latin honors. Congratulations. And today, Simon Burke graduates as an executive MBA student who received 2 major academic awards for his outstanding work. Less than 2 weeks ago, Simon suffered a stroke. He's now receiving intensive therapy, and it's a true miracle that he's recovering faster than anyone expected. And he is with us today to receive his degree. You have come to us from different roads and for different and varied reasons. You represent 25 states and 16 countries. Most of you come to us along the traditional route from high school to college, seeking a welcoming place, an engaged campus, a caring faculty, and of course, New York City. But some of you traveled unique paths, such as Rosa Taylor and Khadijah Singleton. Two student seniors who will speak later in this ceremony. Like so many of you, they have flourished at Wagner. Rosa Taylor came to Wagner from the United Kingdom to be part of our top-ranked theater program with a focus on arts administration. During her 4 years, Rosa has maintained a 4.0 GPA. She is the winner of the Donald W. Spiro Award, the highest award we give to a graduating senior. And she completed 5 internships in New York theater companies, one with the Roundabout Theater, and she was also inducted into 2 honorary societies after graduation. After graduation, she'll begin her job as an assistant company manager for the National Touring Company for the Tony Award-winning Best Play, The Curious Incident of the Dog of the Night. Rosa represents the dynamism of this class. Khadijah Singleton came to us from Albany, the Albany area of upstate New York. A composed and dignified young woman, Khadijah majored in business and concentrated in management. She's developed into a formidable leader within our community. She helped revive the Black Student Union, provided leadership for the Urban Footprint Dance Club and the Management Club, and InterVarsity Christian Fellowship. She worked with LEAD, Wagner's leadership development program for minority students, while holding several internships, one with the Staten Island Reading Association. Khadijah represents the grace, commitment, and intercultural justice of your class. Shane Erder comes to us from Scottsdale, Arizona. He found his home as an arts administration major, and in a short time, as you know, he became Mr. Radio on the campus by designing and leading WCBG to become a vibrant, comprehensive radio station with its own fundraising and advertising departments. In addition, Shane worked as an assistant producer for 4 major commercial radio stations, including 95.5, 77 ABC, and he worked in promotions for ESPN and the Food Network. Shane represents your class mixture of high achievement and generosity of spirit. Arietta Laika represents your class for your independence of mind and your personal courage. A local Staten Islander, her family originally from Albania, Arietta pounced on the liberal arts at Wagner, seeking a broad and deep education, and she chose to concentrate in English as well as government and politics. Early on, she decided to pursue a career as an investigative journalist. Independent, strong-willed, and courageous, Arietta found her way as an 18-year-old to spend a semester in Kosovo, a new republic wedged between Serbia, Albania, and Montenegro. She began reporting on political protests and reform in a place new to freedom of the press. On her return, she worked for Vice News and also the United Nations Women's Organization. This fall, Arietta was the 3rd consecutive Wagner student to be awarded the highly prestigious Fulbright Fellowship. She will study in Turkey. In addition, she received an admission to the master's program in Columbia University's School of Journalism, a rare admit for a student directly out of college. Her unbending commitment to fairness rests on her pursuit of the transparency necessary for an informed democratic citizenry. She represents the courage your class has displayed throughout the 4 years. Congratulations, Arietta. Here is a smattering, and it's just a smattering, otherwise we'd be here 7 hours because I'd love to name each one of you. But here's a smattering of notable examples of your class's academic achievements. Patrick Connolly, a microbiology major from Staten Island, and Karina Roinstead, a chemistry major from Brooklyn, were both accepted to the very prestigious Cornell University School of Veterinary Science, the top-rated vet school in the nation. While Kelly Kilpatrick from Marlborough, Massachusetts, and a biology major, will attend the Royal Veterinary College in London. Mona Metwali, a biology major from Staten Island, will attend dental school at NYU, and Sarah Salama, also a biology major from Staten Island, will attend dental school at the University of Maryland. Samantha Jensen from Ocean Gate, New Jersey, and Victoria Bangalis and Eric Anderson, all from Staten Island, will all attend the Doctor of Physical Therapy programs after graduation. And Colleen Withers from Maple Shade, New Jersey, a chemistry major and honor student, will attend the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine in the fall. Others will be attending PhD programs. Jessie Bashara from Brooklyn will matriculate at the New School in Neuropsychology. Caitlin Murtha from Fairfield, Connecticut in Molecular Biology at Baylor University, and Joseph Perchetti from Staten Island in Chemistry at Penn State. And Ashley Krause will either attend the University of New Hampshire for a PhD in economics or a master's in economics at the London School of Economics, or do both. Congratulations to Ashley. Several of you will be attending law school, notably Brenda Bott from Fountain Valley, California, Caitlin Leva from Rocky Point, New York, Megan Mendez from Export, Pennsylvania, Justin Berdard from Hempstead, New Hampshire, a business and economics double major with a 3.989 GPA, a member of Wagner's track and cross-country team who completed the New York City Marathon, will be attending law school at Emory University in Atlanta next fall. Across the disciplines, your class has distinguished itself with excellent achievements, such as Kendra Best of Metuchen, New Jersey, a psychology major, a member of the honors program, who co-authored a paper with Professor Jenkins on different forms of parenting, and Jackie Carteret from Media, Pennsylvania, consistently excelled in English and French while providing endless service to the campus community as a student ambassador and a member of the Women's Professional Network. And Ria Ulaj, who graduates with a perfect 4.0 in mathematics and computer science while working with local high school students as a democracy coach, teaching them how to advocate for positive institutional and social change. You've continued the excellence of our performing arts with the #1 college theater program in the nation. 4 of the theater graduate seniors are local students who performed in many main stage shows, such as leaving us with memories of a lifetime. Janine Bruin, Joe O'Malley, Taylor Baskin, and Josh Satil. Their classmate, Rebecca Barrett from Kamala, Hawaii, seemingly took on every job from performance to dialogue coach, demonstrating excellence and commitment in everything she did. Rebecca will be pursuing a master's degree. And Julia Weber from Worcester, Massachusetts, an arts administration major and dance minor, completed the honors program and will be joining the outstanding Mark Morris Dance Company in the future. In our music program, William Pegg of New York Mills, New York, is an award-winning composer who graduates with a 3.94 GPA. And one of our first film and media graduates, Megan Irving of Chicago, Illinois, took charge of social media interactions with the current and prospective students in her famous now Hawk Talk blog, which we're going to miss, while managing internships at Nickelodeon, Viacom, and iHeartMedia. In our highly ranked Evelyn Spiro School of Nursing, we graduate a large number of undergraduate, second degree, and graduate students. Ranked as one of the 19 nursing programs as a center of excellence out of about 1,000, center of excellence, the Evelyn Spiro School of Nursing is chock full of high-achieving students, none more representative than Michaela Lentz, an honor student from Waltonport, Pennsylvania, and a French minor. Like her fellow classmates, Michaela will begin her career as a health professional committed to patients and families. Michaela will be a trauma neurointensive for the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Just like her classmate Emily Adams, a member of the All-Academic Northeast Conference and president of the Student Nurse Association, who will return home to her state of Georgia at the Northside Hospital. Our highly successful physician assistance program graduates also many outstanding young professionals. They distinguish themselves locally and abroad with their deep commitment to civic engagement. Our PAs provided critical primary care to indigenous mountain villages in Guatemala and in Belize, where Deborah Thorne, Melissa Phipps, and Daniela Felicia led programs for midwives. Thank you. The impressive record of our international students distinguishes your class. They are true leaders on our campus, playing highly significant leadership roles in many of our campus organizations and local civic engagement programs throughout New York City. Anthropology major Carla Acosta from Guanajuato, Mexico, interned in the office of Congressman Henry Cuellar in Washington, D.C., the Fundación Teletón in Cancun, Mexico, and Art in Tanzania program. Our neighbor, Staten Island civic partner El Centro de Emigrante, as part of our Port-Rich partnership, and the Children's Law Center on Staten Island. Carla is an active member of the Wagner Center for Intercultural Advancement. Congratulations to Carla. And Daniela Gutierrez de la Garza is from Durango, Mexico. She served as president of the college's Pre-Law Society and as an Impact Scholar, our student co-curricular organization, where students stay beyond in civic engagement projects, beyond just the courses they're taking, such as Wagner's Port-Rich partnership, which aligns the social assets of Wagner and our volunteers with the needs of our neighbors, mostly undocumented Mexicans and African Americans, who seek only greater opportunity in the kind hearts of new friends. Gabriella interns at Common Good, a nonprofit organization that seeks to increase political participation and civic dialogue. And Daniela represented Wagner before the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. recently. I had the privilege of being there. And she discussed her research about indigenous and often forgotten and voiceless population in Durango, Mexico. Congratulations, Gabriela. Many of you already are employed with major firms immediately following your graduation. A few examples. Carolina Silva from Benbrook Pines, Florida. An international affairs major with minors in German and economics. An honor student and founder and president of the Student Professional Association, Carolina will begin her career with Merrill Lynch. A number of you are entering the accounting field, like 3 of our members of the Wagner College NEC Championship Women's Lacrosse team, Gretchen Fay, Taylor Pastore, and Kimmy Tumolo. This dynamic trio will begin their careers with PricewaterhouseCoopers. And one in your class, Mark Fabian, an economics major from Seaside Park, New Jersey, will join the United States Marine Corps upon graduation. And other student athletes in your class have distinguished themselves, their teams, and the college. Connor McKiernan, a finance major in business from Willoughby, Ohio, completed the honors program while also captaining the NEC Championship Wagner men's golf team. He will join PricewaterhouseCoopers in Tampa, Florida after he graduates. For the 3rd straight year, the Wagner College women's water polo team won the Metro Atlantic Conference Championship, while also posting the highest team grade point average of any water polo team in the nation 4 straight years. They were led by the remarkable Jessica Lundgren, a business major from Queensland, Australia, and Megan Rodriguez, an accounting major from Danville, California, who graduates today with a 3.75 grade point average, and Megan will begin her professional career with Pacific Gas and Electric back home. This very special college is filled with so many achieving, so many civic-minded and generous personalities, such as Jenny Lowe, born in Bangkok, Thailand, now an American citizen, who served the campus as vice president of the Student Government Association. And Dwan Anderson, a fine athlete and leader of the men's basketball team, the very first basketball team to win a postseason game with their stunning road upset of nationally ranked St. Bonaventure in the NIT tournament. Congratulations, Dwan. Jessica Beepot, a music major who minored in chemistry, provided so much intelligence and strength as we all worked through the real meaning of intercultural competency at Wagner College. And Anna Tardy from Morristown, New Jersey, a finance and economics double major with a 3.98 grade point average and an honors program student who won so many awards for her superb achievements as a young emerging leader who carries herself with grace, generosity, and professionalism, like so many of you in this class. And two students who stand out as remarkable representatives of your class. They capture your best qualities and illustrate your potential as emerging young leaders needed for a world desperate for inclusive, democratic, and substantive leadership. Stephen Font-Toomer, an arts administration major from Erie, Pennsylvania, excelled as a key athlete on the Wagner's Division I football team. He also distinguished himself as a performer in Wagner's Sterling Theater program. Stefan was the founding member of the program called MOVE, Motivate, Overcome, Visualize, Excel, a program which connected predominantly varsity football team members, mostly African Americans, with minority adolescents from the most challenged neighborhoods on Staten Island, originally collaborating with the nationally famous Olympic boxing trainer Teddy Atlas, who is now a familiar TV personality on ESPN. Stefan organized an intense mentoring program with those young men who are tragically lost in our society. First working in Teddy's boxing gyms and then beyond, Stefan and his key members of the football team provided young teens with role models of successful college students at a time when few mentors and allies were available to them. Raised by an intelligent and proud mom, Stefan and his teammates gave hope to those who have little around them that says, "You matter." Stefan represents your class with the confidence, the will, and intelligence that helps a generation illuminate those hidden corners of our world and helps them swell with opportunity, self-determination, and fueled by those who refuse to let them fail. Thank you, Stefan. And finally, a young girl who was born in Islamabad, Pakistan, grew up determined to become a well-educated, independent, and kind woman. She fought against any number of gendered barriers, refusing to allow ideology or custom to limit her to stereotypes and subordination. She found her way to New York City and this little college where she was accepted, respected, and loved. Aliyah Noor graduates today as a member of your class and as a fellow alumna. She has mentored Port Richmond High School students in Wagner's High School Leadership Academy for students from families without any college history. Aliyah translated and consulted for the documentary film He Named Me Malala, based on the life of a young Pakistani girl who was shot in the face by the Taliban for simply wanting an education. Malala survived to become the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. Our Aliyah has served as chair of finance of the Muslim Sisters of Staten Island, received the Wagner College's Julia Barkita Award for Civic Engagement, interned at the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids, an accounting major. She'll return for a master's in accounting next year and then begin her professional career with PricewaterhouseCoopers. Her intention is to go back to Pakistan and stand for justice and truth there. She's a remarkable woman, represents those special qualities of your class of grit and resiliency. It has been so well demonstrated throughout this little biography of your class that I've given you so far. And you are so critical, all of you, in making and sustaining social change for a world built rather on justice and fairness and acceptance. Thank you for all you have done. Congratulations. You face a time of great challenges in our global economy, in our environment, in issues of justice and opportunity, and in issues of war and peace. Because I and the faculty and the staff of this community know who you are. We know what you have done, and as well as what you are capable of accomplishing. We have confidence, ultimate confidence, that your commitment to learning, your compassion for others, will thaw the chill of these global problems and set all of us on a path to a much better world. In an age too often marked by hatred and terrorism, severe environmental stress, widening gulfs of wealth, literacy, and access to basic health care, your generation is destined to usher in a new type of leadership where knowledge and empathy are joined to social responsibility and effective action. Don't shirk from this moment. It's your time to make this global community more open, more innovative, and more just. At Wagner, you have been prepared to meet the challenges of your time. Your personal biographies are intimately tied to the contours of this historical moment. Your values, your commitment are our treasures. You have my deepest affection, my best wishes, my deepest love, and I congratulate each of you and your families today. Congratulations. Thank you. So this ceremony, as you know, has a certain ritual to it, and one of the things we want to do in your honor and also to mark this occasion, we want to honor three highly accomplished persons: Romy Cohen, Nadia Lopez, Brandon Stanton. Professor of Religious Studies Dr. Walter Cabell will call them forward and read the citation and present their award. I want you to listen carefully to these biographies. Each one of these people, like yourself, represents the best of what we can become. They've overcome either extreme circumstances and preserved their humanity. They've educated folks who've been forgotten, lost in society, and brought them forward because they believe in them. Or they've been able to represent the best of us through photography and the arts and the humanity we see in each other. So please pay attention. Dr. Campbell, please bring the first one forward.